For today's shared recipe, it's going to be Mediterranean chicken. To start off with, I am going to heat up my cast iron pan and I'm going to add some olive oil in it before adding my chicken. I usually use chicken breast for this, but for this one I'm using chicken thighs. And for this step, you're just going to want to salt and pepper it. I am going to put a little bit of chili powder on it because I put that on everything. And then we are going to sear both sides and then remove the chicken from the pan. We'll be adding it back later, but not just yet. You may notice a skull theme throughout all of this because I am a little bit of a Halloween nutter. But I found those salt shakers and I couldn't pass it up. So that one has chili powder in it. I have another one that has cinnamon in it, but we won't be worrying about the cinnamon with this recipe. You will want to preheat your oven or toaster oven to 350. I did end up turning the heat down. I had it up a little high. I almost had an oopsie later on. You will see that. But for this, we're just trying to just cook both sides first. You don't have to make sure that it's all the way cooked through just yet. When you bake it later, that will completely cook it all the way through and it makes it nice and tender and juicy. Just a note, I really don't move that fast. I did speed up the video just a touch. That way you don't have to sit there and just wait for it to brown. Once they're brown on both sides, you're going to want to remove them from the heat. I placed mine on a clean plate and just set it to the side. Once the chicken is removed, you're going to want to add in your chopped garlic. I pre-did this, that way we didn't have to sit there and watch that. I put in my herbs and I added some peppers because I like things a little spicy. But you're going to want to cook that until you can smell the garlic cooking and the herbs cooking. Next step, you're going to add your chicken broth and then the, God, words escape me. Then you're going to add either heavy whipping cream or you're going to add coconut milk. I usually use the reduced fat because, well, I need to lose a couple pounds, so we're going to make sure that we do what we're supposed to do. Try to not do what I did in this one where it almost bubbles over. I had a oh crap moment. Luckily, it was not a disaster. But you're going to go ahead and continue to stir a little bit to make sure that nothing sticks to the bottom before you replace your chicken back into the pan. Now once all the chicken is back in the pan, then you're going to bake it for 20 to 30 minutes. Personally, I like to make sure that it's completely submerged. That way, whenever it cooks, all those juices cook within the chicken. And I'm using my toaster oven because it's a lot easier to clean. Next step, I am going to use some fresh Parmesan because sometimes I'm a little bougie and I like the way it tastes, and it was a big hit in the household. Everybody liked it. If you have kids, you know how rare that is, even with teenagers. Now I like to put this on top. You can go heavy or you can go light. I didn't do a whole lot because I didn't know how everybody was going to like the actual Parmesan cheese instead of the stuff in the can. Make sure to be careful when you remove this from the oven and that you place it on top of a hot pad or something to keep your counter from burning. There is a hot pad, you just can't really tell because the pan is rather large. I personally like to serve this over rice, but it's however you want to serve it to your family or eat it yourself.